Hi, I'm Marge Kinney. Welcome to the Marge Kinney Art Show. Today we're going to be talking about abstracts. I've been painting abstracts for several years, and early on I noticed that one of the artists in town was using a very high polished varnish, and I liked the looks of it. So I wondered what it was and kind of looked around and explored, and one day I was in one of those builders emporiums and happened to see a box of 2-part resin which said equal to 60 coats of varnish. Well, I tried it and everyone loved it, and particularly the new contemporary crowd. A lot of the younger folks really are going for abstracts. So I tried it. I'm going to show you what it is, and I'm going to show you how to use it. I'm going to be doing that on one of these 2 pieces. These are abstracts, as you can see, but I didn't use the varnish on them. On the other 3 that are behind me, I did use the varnish on those. So you can see they're extra glossy, and it adds a certain touch of vibrancy to them. So let's go to the kitchen and I'll help you mix that resin and we'll see how it works. All right, here's what we're going to do. We have 2 parts of the resin. So I also have a newspaper because I am supposed to mix these until I can see the newspaper print as clear as I could before I started. Now it tells you to measure some of each of these in a separate container, but I'm a little bit lazy, so I'm going to pour down to a certain writing. Now I'll give that a chance to settle, and so if it's down to this line here, and I'll look to the front and where it is, and then I have to pour exactly equal to this measurement. If I don't, are you ever going to be surprised if you try this? Because if you are not exactly equal, what happens is it will never ever dry, and you will be surprised. So I'm pouring some of this in here. I have to wait till it settles. Hold them up. Still need a little more of this. Hold them up. I think that looks really good. Okay, let's see. I'm right on the money. Okay, I put the lids back on. Notice I'm wearing gloves. Okay. Now I'm going to start to stir, and it says to stir for a minimum of 3 minutes. But the minute I start to stir, this clouds up. There is no way. I cannot even read the first word. Jim, do you want to look down in there? See, you can't see anything. So now I'm going to keep stirring and keep stirring, and I'll catch the sides of this. This is almost ready. At this moment, it never hurts to spend that extra 30 seconds or the extra minute, because otherwise you'll have a lifetime of miserable times. Okay, now once this is on the product, then it has to be laid very flat. Don't tip it up vertically to get it in and out of a doorway if you're working with a very large painting, because it will slide and you'll have a puddle in the middle and you will be very sorry. So make sure that you keep it flat from the moment you get this product on. Okay, I think that's as clear as we're going to get it. Looks good to me. What do you think, Jim?
Looks good.
Okay, we're out of the kitchen and back to the painting. Okay, we are back on the surgeon's table, and this is the craziest way to do a picture. I had already framed it in what's called a floater frame. A floater frame has this ½ inch of airspace between the painting and the side, and I think it works beautifully for abstract and contemporary paintings. I'm going to start by pouring this a little bit at a time. Now, by the way, this has to be at room temperature. If you are in a freezing area, Boston or East Coast, and it's in the middle of winter, warm this to room temperature.